And we're back with yet another live session. The marathon continues Tuesday, April 13th, 3:25 p.m. in Belgium, aka Viking Land. Let's get it going. Hey, what's up, Ishan? I think you're always the first person to come in my life. Congratulations. You're my biggest fan. Just got done running an epic 5 kilometers, getting in the best shape of my life. This summer I'm gonna peak. The weather is finally starting to get better after the longest winter ever in Belgium. Feels like we've been a winter for 10 months, man. What's up, Rokaya? How you doing? Oh, we already got 10 people in here. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Ask me anything. Don't just come in and say hi. Let's get some profound content going. Gonna take a shower after this. Head looking is looking a little bit greasy, but I know you guys don't mind. Also, in as I await your questions, if you are trying to lose weight, trying to get out of the toxic relationships, trying to get over a breakup, trying to switch careers, move to a different country, start over, gain more confidence, whatever, I can help you with that. You can hire me by sending me an email at lorenz.tweets@gmail.com and we can turn your life around. This is my email. For those for whom it may concern, I'm still struggling to find my words. Still got that runner's high. All right, we got 10 people already, so stop being shy. What is your advice for high school students? I don't really have like just make it through, try to pass it, make it through the next year. Don't get stuck having to retake a year. High school sucks, man. That was a terrible time. Try to get through it as quickly as you can. That's my advice. So you can become an adult and actually make your own path. Just tuck your chin in, make good grades, and get through it. Brooklyn, how have your efforts to make yourself happy developed and changed? What has worked and what has failed? That's an awesome question. Thank you. So, my main effort that I've made to make myself happy is by the thing that has been the most successful for me is accepting that I'm not going to be happy every day. I am actively trying to no longer look for happiness all the time. I feel like we as a society have become way too focused on happiness. Happiness, happiness. It's a terrible word. It's a disease because people don't even know what happiness is. They associate it with wealth, with material objects, with good looks, with traveling. It's not. That's not. It has nothing to do with happiness. Happiness is actually waking up and being okay with who you are, being okay with your reality, and not sitting on the side of the bed wondering why your life is so shit and everyone else's lives look so good. So just stop trying to be happy. That should never be a goal. That should never be something that you seek out. You're never gonna get there. There is nothing you can do that'll make you say, "Ah, I got it all now. This is it. I'm happy." No, what you're talking about are endorphins or excitement or enjoyment. It's not happiness. So that's one thing. Like I kind of like Stop chasing that. Living in the day, not thinking ahead all the time, living in the future and all these things and always looking ahead. Try to make the best of the day that I'm in, enjoying the little things, appreciating my environment, appreciating my family a lot more, something I didn't care about when I was younger. And also just overall like physical health. That's something that I derive a lot of joy from, just being in good physical shape, because at the end of the day, you don't own anything. You, even if it's in your name or whatever, you don't really own anything. The only thing that the only thing that you have is your body. Anything else, they can take away from you. They can literally take away anything you have except for your body. So what should you focus on? What should you put? Huh? In my jacket. Are you gonna drive home?
Yeah, because here I can, like, I'm talking.
But then, why didn't? Let's stay here. Then I'll go upstairs.
Where?
I'll go to my room. You should have told me this before the live. I asked you. Just stay here. I'll go upstairs. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. So, what was I saying? Let me just get to another spot. I got interrupted. So yeah, sorry about that. Let me get back on track. My main thing is like focusing on your body, your health. And I know people with good health don't understand this. They don't know what it's like, what it means to have good health, you know? And this is something that I could preach to you. I doubt that the message is gonna get through if you've never been in a real predicament where you've had bad health. But let me tell you from someone who has spent months upon months in the hospital, who has had cancer twice, there is nothing more important than health. So that's what I'm all about. That's what I focus on. So that's where I get my happiness from. But again, don't make happiness the goal. Hello, my dear friend. How are you? Where would you like to travel this summer? I don't care about traveling this summer, man. That's a long time to go. That's a long time ahead. See, that's what I'm talking about. That mentality. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do next month? Who gives a fuck? Like, people are so focused on the wrong things. Travel, travel. Like, I'm not feeling good. No, but travel is gonna make everything better. No, no, no. Like, that's just an escape. People. That's why, man. I've traveled so much. I met so many lost people who are just lost, and they're just like they're traveling so that they don't think too much. Because when you're traveling all the time, you don't think. You're constantly worried about where are you going to sleep, where are you going to eat, where are you going to, go to next. Travel is just a beautiful distraction. There is nothing noble about traveling. So I'm not even thinking about that. I'll think about where I'm going when the time is there. As of the day I'm living in today, and so should you. Andrew, I'm an average guy, but I've always wanted to know do about that. I hate it when people don't type correct English. Above average guys get approached by women frequently. Oh, I get you. Dude, you gotta put a comma there. I always wanted to know, comma, do above average guys get approached by women frequently? My man, I have no idea. I don't have statistics. I'm not on the streets taking notes when people. I don't know, man. I told you before about my issue with living in a country that's going through war. You told me get out of there, that no countries would give me a visa and it would be really expensive. So no country will give you a visa? Like, there is no country in the world that will give you a visa. I forgot where you were living, by the way. You're living, I forgot. I am 32 years old. 32 years young. Do you have any lessons for best approaching love and relationships when you're single? Um, I wouldn't make it a goal. I wouldn't make it something that you actively seek out. You know, I would like focus on you. Let me tell you something, man. When you're single, I know you're thinking that all you want is a relationship, and a relationship is gonna make everything right, and being with somebody is gonna make everything so much better, right? Because that's what you think when you're single. No, it doesn't solve shit. Life does not get easier when you're with someone. On the contrary, it gets harder. So if you think a relationship is gonna make your life easier or better, think twice. You better have all of your ducks in place. You better have yourself sorted out, know who you are, know what your goals are before you get into a relationship. And it's the same thing when you're in a relationship. You're thinking that life is better when you're single. It's always the things that you don't have is what you want, but it doesn't work like that. So when you're single, like don't chase love, don't chase relationships, don't make it an active goal. Chase personal growth. Like that's why dating apps don't work. They're based on very superficial metrics. You're just swiping the people that you think are attractive. What are the odds that the people that you find attractive also happen to be into the things that you're into? You know? That's why you should join communities. Join, for example, like if you're into chess, join a chess club. If you're into books, join a book club. If you're into windsurfing, join a windsurf club. Then the people that you meet there, you already know you're going to have a lot in common. You see what I'm saying? If you go to a bar and you're just consistently looking out for the good looking people, you're just trying to you're just trying to look for the people that are hot. What are the odds of them being like you? What do you think of Jordan Peterson? I mean, I have a lot of respect for him. I hope he's doing better health wise. I know he had a crazy benzo addiction. Um, I think, yeah, he definitely has a lot of value, and he has a he his opinion and stance on things is definitely needed for counterweight to a lot of things. I don't agree with everything he says, but I definitely think he's a very valuable person in the space of just like right now we're just like like we don't have a lot of balance, like and feminism was very much needed, but then the pendulum has basically swung all the way to the other side, where we're in a strange, weird place, and things are just out of whack. And I feel like right now, the universe that we live in is just trying to rebalance. What is your subscriber goal? Oh my man, I have given up on giving a fuck about subscribers a long time ago. I've been stuck at 51,000 for like at least 6 months or something. I don't. I yeah. How do I say this without sounding too negative? YouTube, man, YouTube is probably already way over its peak. I wouldn't recommend anyone to get into YouTube unless you have like a very specific, like very unique skill set or a look. But yeah, I would. The only reason that I still use YouTube is because I have a community here. Like, I'm, yeah. YouTube is weird. They don't recommend videos. Like, even if I post videos, 90% of my subscribers they don't even see the videos. Then so I've always thought being in a relationship would be more emotionally draining and also financially draining. I believe true freedom comes with saving money and having good people. Of course, the relationship is more emotionally draining because if your partner is not good, then you're not good, even if you're good. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, again, for those who think that a relationship is this magical pill that'll make everything great, sorry, guess again. Is there anything out of the ordinary you want to accomplish before you die? Not really, man. I just want to have a good life. I want to have a good life. I want to have a healthy life. I want to be able to enjoy as much time as I can with my family and friends. I used to have these delusions of grandeur. Um, I mean, I still have. I'm very ambitious, but it's not like I had these crazy like. I don't. There is nothing unique that I wanna do before I die. Obviously, I want to publish my book, Rotten Lemons, but yeah, it's not like I'm out here. Too many people are walking around thinking that they're special, thinking that like, oh, I gotta like, why? Trust me, it's an empty search. Do you think technology has made us more socially connected or less? And I mean authentically. That's tricky. Technology. Mm, well, obviously, we are more we're connected with more people. Like it's pros and cons. Obviously, technology has alienated a lot of people. Has put a lot of people into into isolation. And there's a lot of people of whom I thoroughly believe that they honestly prefer talking to people through a screen, through an app, than in real life. When I was single, I met many girls that they just wanted to like talk through an app. They never wanted to meet. And if you would meet them, they would be very awkward, very weird. They were scared. A dynamic conversation scares a lot of people. A lot of people have gotten accustomed to having the benefit of being able to pragmatically think out your replies, meaning texting. So when someone texts you, you can strategically think about what you're going to text back, and you can create this illusion of a very interesting character. In a dynamic conversation, when we're face to face, when I'm looking you in the eye, there is no escaping. Like when I'm asking you questions and stuff, it's like you're not, I'm gonna see the real you, more or less. So I for sure know a lot of women, especially attractive women with a lot of followers. They prefer to live in the virtual zone instead of the real zone. They also like the way they look on the internet more than they do in real life, because they start believing that they are the person that they see with the filters. They start believing that that's them, and they look at the real them in the mirror as some type of like, you know how do I say that, like that's not real to them anymore. They identify more with this virtual persona they've built up. And most of them just want to go to events just to snap a few pics and then get the hell out of there and go home so they can post about it. There's just, yeah, the digital world is just a lot more comfortable. I live in Syria. Very few Syrians get visas, usually student visa, but I'm trying to find peace somewhere else as a permanent resident. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Katrina, good morning from California. You are so incredible, so uplifting. Thank you. You can reach out. I know YouTube has been affecting so many channels negatively. Yeah, YouTube, man, they are not my best friend right now. Yeah, no, like if I post videos, people literally do not see them. They don't show up. The only way people actually get to see me is when I go live. Carl, how you doing, man? You read the chapters I sent you of Rotten Lemons. I'm so glad you liked it, man. Thank you. Brooklyn, do you have any advice to stop procrastinating and increase self-discipline? If you keep procrastinating, then that's maybe who you are. So I don't have really like a cookie cutter advice for you to stop procrastinating. It's more about get to know yourself. If you're always putting things off, then maybe you're just not good enough to achieve what you have in mind. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you just don't have what it takes, and then accept that and move on with it. If you constantly need to push yourself to get something done, to do something, then maybe it's not your passion. Maybe it's just you. I could give you an epic motivational speech, but at some point you have to decide, who are you? Who are you really? And if you constantly need motivation, doesn't work. It doesn't work. Motivation is a luxury you can't afford. The difference between a successful and an unsuccessful person is the ability to get shit done when they don't feel like it. Do Belgians have an above average ability athletically? No, hell no. Hell no. No, 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 no. No, no. Belgians like their beer, their chocolate, and their fries. We are, there's a word for it called Bourgondier, and it basically means a person that loves to drink and eat and enjoy. We're not the healthiest of people. We're healthier than Americans, but that's, yeah, that's not hard to do. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Come on, we only got 12 thumbs up. That's crazy. Let's get it to at least 16. I know there's at least 4 people in here who haven't hit it yet. Boom, boom, boom. Are Belgians ethnic French or German? I don't understand your question. We're not French, we're not German, we're Belgian. I don't get it. In my country, people always judge others by looks more than other countries. So many people, so many toxic people around me. That's why good-looking people here get so much attention. That average people being average sucks. Isn't that every country? Dude, Belgians are superficial too. I mean, there's degrees. Like for me, Brazil was the worst country. When I was out in Rio de Janeiro, I shouldn't say Brazil, just Rio specifically. That was the most superficial culture I've ever witnessed. Don't hold back, guys. I've got about 10 minutes left. Let's get some questions going. Gonna take a shower soon. It's cold as hell in this room, man. God damn. Which country in Europe has a reputation for the most arrogant people? Oh man. England and France. I would put France first, but England is a close second. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man, I used to work with English people, man. They are just because the thing is it's all about their accent. They master obviously they know English so well, does their native language, but they have this accent. Just everything they say comes out sounding cocky and posh, and they know it, and they take full advantage of it. And English people, they just have this superior vibe because they speak English so well, and the accent makes them sound. The English accent makes a non-intelligent person still sound very intelligent, and they, even like a pretty dumb average English guy still sounds like he knows what he's talking about simply because of the accent. And then people from Paris and France, man, oof, that's my opinion. But hey, what do I know? I've been called arrogant many times as well, so maybe Natalie Machual. Why the sad face? What's going on? I like your eyes. Thank you. They look a little bit tired right now, perhaps, because I just went for an epic run. I killed it. Smashed it. Shout out to India. I'm gonna go to another room where it's a little bit warmer. I don't think it's much better here. Big fan. Thank you, Danger Gainer. I appreciate